Welcome back to Mac Music Review. Today we're going to be taking a look at Mitski's perfect pop song. In 2018, Mitski released a single for her critically acclaimed album, Be the Cowboy, and that single was Nobody. I don't know if she released any other singles, she probably did, but Nobody is a song that I have not been able to get away from since I first heard it. I don't know when I first heard it, not when the album came out because I wasn't a Mitski fan, but I don't even love the album, but this song has just stuck with me, and I kind of want to get down to why this song is just so perfect and so amazing. And we're just gonna take a look. Nobody is just over 3 minutes long. It doesn't overstay its welcome. It's a short and sweet song that just knows what it is, and it doesn't feel the need to overstuff with long instrumental passages. I mean, it starts immediately. When you hit play, the lyrics kick in literally the second you hit play. And it has a very simple song structure with literally just verse, pre-chorus, chorus, verse, pre-chorus, chorus, with the second chorus being extended. But it's a very, very simple song structure, and that is one of the benefits of the song, is it's simple and it knows what it is, and it doesn't try to be something that it's not. It's just a very simple, effective song. The music for the majority of the song consists of, or at least in the first part, it starts with a snare, a really repetitive snare that's kind of just looped, and some piano passages, which is really just pressing the keys, wait a couple seconds. It's the long drawn out, like with a pedal or whatever, this piano music, and a drum beat in the background. And then after a couple seconds, midway through the first verse, you get these electronic music, this hectic electronic music that just kind of inserts itself into the song. It doesn't really sound like anything that I can think of specifically. It's very glitchy. It's very much electronic, industrial, whatever you want to call it. And it just keeps going from there. In the first hook, the electronic music kind of takes a back seat to this jaunty piano playing that goes into the foreground and just kind of takes over the song. And it's just such a joyous moment, just from a music perspective, not even talking about the lyrics, just this music coming in and like the piano. And then you kick into the second verse, and the intensity, the upbeatness of the second half of the first verse just plays immediately after this hook, and you have this second verse which is just super upbeat and high energy. And then you get into the final hook of the song, which first goes very slow, and then it brings it back, and then it gets really upbeat and energetic and climactic for the end of the song. Let's talk about the lyrics, starting with the first verse.
My God, I'm so lonely, so I open the window to hear sounds of people, to hear sounds of people.
The first third of this first verse captures a feeling and a sentiment that is timeless. A feeling that was expertly captured by Morrissey from the band The Smiths, when he talked about, on the song There's a Light That Never Goes Out, the most popular Smiths song, when he says, "Take me out tonight, because I want to see people and I want to see life." It's this feeling of being isolated from the world, this feeling of social isolation, and wanting to experience life and just to be around people. She says, so I open up the window to hear sounds of people, and she says it twice for emphasis, and it just hits so hard. And you can just feel this loneliness inside of her, which is what the inspiration for the song was. She was in a foreign country, and she, with no people she knew, and she just felt very alone and very isolated. And so she said this is something she actually did. She would open up the window to hear sounds of people, and it hits just as hard as it does in the Smiths song.
Venus, planet of love, was destroyed by global warming. Did its people want too much too? Did its people want too much? And I don't want your pity, I just want somebody near me. Guess I'm a coward, I just want to feel alright.
In this next section from the first verse, she talks about the planet of love, and she talks about how their need did its people want too much? A planet, you know, the planet of love. It's like a very this section is a two-edged sword, because he's talking about, you know, destroyed by global warming, which feels like it could be relevant to Earth and to us, but it's also a real thing. Mitski says that people said global warming happened on Venus at one point. And so there's a lot going on with this, with actual references, but then also using it as a metaphor and talking about how it's the planet of love and its people wanted too much, its people were longing, and they eventually destroyed themselves. Really cool stuff. And she ends this verse with this sentiment about just wanting to feel all right. She says, I just want to feel all right. I don't need your pity. I just need somebody near me. Guess I'm a coward. I just want to feel all right. And this feeling of just not wanting to feel horrible, this feeling of not wanting to be bad. She says, I don't want to, you know, she's not saying I want to feel amazing. She says, I want to feel all right. And just saying that because in her sadness, it's because from her lens, from her perspective, she can't see from where the current place she's at. She doesn't see herself being super happy. She can just see the foreseeable future, the foreseeable goal, a goal that seems achievable, is feeling all right. And that's what she's striving for. And that hits, man. And the hook is just the word nobody repeated over and over again in the most beautiful voice. And Mitski is absolutely amazing. I'm gonna link the verified Genius lyrics of her explaining the lyrics. I got some of my information from that video. It's a good video, and she sings in that, and her voice is beautiful, a cappella with no music, and it's really enchanting. I mean, and yeah, the way all of these elements of this song work together, from the really, really great lyrics, from the music, to the song not being too long or too overly ambitious or too outside the box. It's something that anyone can listen to and love, and it's just a really beautiful song that captures a very specific feeling. And it's also just so amazing musically. It is danceable, it is insanely fun, insanely addictive. It's a perfect song. That's all I got for today. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. What's your favorite Mitski song? I don't really listen to Mitski, but outside of this song, I really don't listen to her that much, so I would be curious to know if she has any other really great music that I haven't heard. Thanks for watching the video. Have a great rest of your day.